I tested 9 running shoes. One of the fastest shoes ever made. And 1 barefoot shoe to test the difference. They hit a pace 2 super shoes didn't. All taken to their max paces on the same day. A little more. I tested acceleration, power, cadence, max speed, how they felt doing it, and more. The results totally rewrote my understanding of my shoe lineup and what shoe goes with what pace I'm trying to run. And I still can't believe Barefoot Shoes beat 2 super shoes that I spent so much money on when they only cost $40. Let's get into all the details. Alright, the Nike Alpha Flies. I got down around a 5 flattish. What I'd like to be at or under for my mile paces. For competition, I prefer to be in the 4s, but a low 5 steady would be great. They didn't feel really fast. They felt good, but they didn't feel like something I would go much faster than that in. And maintain it at threshold. They don't feel like a good fast threshold shoe for sure. Next up, we got the ASICS Sky Paris. Now I see why these were king. I got down to a low 418, probably faster because of the delay. It just kept dropping. Even though I was holding pace, that'd be great mile pace, great race pace. Tell you what, these puppies, I dropped down in the 4s for that 200. My breathing, can't handle my legs, but I injured my lungs when I had bronchitis, and I ran while on corticosteroids to PR in the mile. I think these ASICS Sky Paris got more in them. I think they got more speed. I know I've dropped down into the 3s in strides with them before. Next up, we got the ASICS Sky Tokyo. I wore them 2 or 3 times now. I already got a little piece of rubber off of it. I don't know how long they're gonna hold up with the way I run, but they're in contention with these ASICS Sky Parises for whichever's fastest on my feet. And the Sky Tokyo, and that one, even with the heel slipping, I hit 430 paces. So I hit Kipchoge pace for 200, granted, but 432 is what I finished at. And I was at that for at least 100, at least the second 100. The first 100, the watch was slowly catching up from where I was standing at the start. I also noticed it did not feel like I was putting in as much effort in with my legs in these shoes as I was in the Sky, and definitely not what I was putting into the Nikes. But each run might feel better because as you warm up, things loosen up. Up next, we got the Endorphin Pro 4s. I like these ones for days when it's rainy out or I need some good traction. I ran the sidewalk through rain and puddles the other day, and they were good. I like them that they're firmer. As soon as your foot hits, you feel it, and you take off. Encourages more cadence, more power, more speed. I like them. The Endorphin 4s. Strides, got down to a 430 pace, maybe faster. I'll check the Strava recording later, and the Coros pace chart later and see what exactly it hit. Now for the next 200. Hit 440s, 440, 450, pretty much most of the way. They don't feel like I'd be hitting Kipchoge pace in these. I would say these are great threshold shoes. Great. Firm shoes, Vaporfly 4 Protos. Tell you what, they're firm. When you put these on, they feel like they're like spandex pants. They fit nice. They're stretchy. They feel great. But now we'll see how they feel when I run. Time to do the strides. But I do notice these also have that heel slip issue. I'm gonna see if I can lock them down a little better in the heel. Okay, I did something creative and unique. I took the shoelaces down through here on this side, this one down through here on this side, brought it up around the top one, tied them in the middle to suck the heel toward me, because that runner's loop thing doesn't really work for me too well. And because of this knot in my foot right here, arthritis, from when I dropped a plate, a 45-pound plate there in the gym, it's permanently raised right there in this joint. Because this, although the shoe stretches like a dream, this firm part across here doesn't, and it just, I can't run in them if I don't do that. I know it's crazy to cut a couple $100 pair of shoes, but hey, if it's the difference between running in them and not, and you really want to run in that shoe, you do what you got to do. The Nike Vaporfly 4 Protos, I hit paces in the 420s. I would say they give me what I put into them. They don't feel like they made me work too hard. Like some shoes, you really got to put a lot into them to get out what you want. These ones didn't give it to me free, but what I put in, I got out. And I think I pretty much reached the max today that I could get out of these of a 420. I don't think I could have got any faster out of that today. So I would say these are limited to low four paces. But they'll give you what you put into it. In the 200 meter in the Vaporfly 4 Protos, I would say they hit 450s easy. I felt like that's something I could hold for 5K, or for a mile, or 2 mile. But of course, with my lungs, felt like my legs could hold that. I didn't feel like my lungs could hold that. As you can hear. But yeah, 450s felt easy. Oh, and my fan creative way of heel locking worked. It did not slip at all during that run. The Saucony Endorphin Elite. These shoes feel amazing. Okay, the Saucony Endorphin Elites. They feel great. They hit 420s, like almost 420 even. Personally, I had quite a few shoes today hit the 420s. So I'm thinking that's the limit of my legs today. Today wasn't a day I drop into the threes on any stride or any distance. These shoes are firm, responsive, just what I like. These felt good. 450s, they felt great. But when I pushed, I don't know the max I hit, but 440s became hard. 450s felt good, 440s felt hard. In the future, I'll be doing 400s with the shoes that stand out from the 200s. The Saucony Endorphin Elite 2s. These are very soft and squishy. These are good for heel strikers, just cushions, rolls right through. Great shoe for a heel striker. Also good for midfoot, and not too bad for forefoot. These are almost too soft. The springback, they maxed out around 450 pace, 4 minute 50-second pace, and couldn't get much more out of them in the 200 meters. I forgot to do the stride before the run, so I'll do it after. But I'm pretty sure, even with the downhill, slightly downhill stride, I don't think it's going to hit much faster than a 450, because the more I put in, it absorbed it. It didn't really give it back. At least that's what it felt like, the real feel. Felt like I put in more power, still got out 450. Put it backed off, put in a little less, 450. It encourages more of a longer stride. It doesn't encourage a fast cadence stride. At least not with my legs, the way I run. The Saucony Elite 2s really surprised me on the stride. It's downhill stride, which makes a difference. And I did get the cadence up more. I just did the stride after the 200 instead of before it this time. The fastest pace was a 4:14. It might have been the fastest shoe. They very well might have been the fastest shoe of all of my testing. Definitely soft and feel good on your legs for recovery. If you want a recovery day mixed with speed, I think these are the ones. These might actually be race shoes too. Of course, I'll be testing all the top ones in the 400 in my next video about shoes and their top paces that I can put into them. With the Hokas, colorful. On the Hokas, I did my creative shoelace down around here, one coming down tight in the middle to pull the heel. I had to cut these because they were digging in back here, cutting into my Achilles, so I cut that off. But now, unless I do my creative shoe tie there, that heel slips. Okay, slightly. Here's where I'm running. Start up there, come down, past the Jeep where I have my recorder, all the way down to the doors down there. It's slightly downhill stride, escalating to what the shoe can do at the end of the stride. So stride plus, I'll call it. The stride, then escalating to max. I hit 4:15 in the Hoka Celio X1s. So I could be hitting 3s on some of these shoes, but yeah, my college paces, baby. It's coming back. So now the 200, I start the stop sign to the straight shot. It goes up, then down, then up, pretty much up to the finish, just slightly up. So finishing, I'm usually finishing faster, but I'm going uphill, slightly uphill, when I'm going faster. Celio X1s, 440 paces. Might have dipped in the 430s in the 200 toward the end, but again, soft shoe. I put more in to go a little faster, but wasn't getting more out. That's it. Around 450, 440 is where it maxed out. But on downhill, it seems to be a little bit different. What I put in, I get back. That's why on the stride, slightly downhill, it dropped clear to 413, somewhere around there, 14s. The Hoka Celio X1s, I didn't show you, I'll show you now. They are, see, If you're crooked, they see how they roll off the edge, going that way. And there's lanes this way, not so much that way. But they definitely roll off the shoe to the side. If you're cornering, you can't corner in these shoes at all. Your foot just goes that way, and you're on your toes and you're cornering this way, it rolls that way. It's horrible. But you can see. I think you can see how soft it is. If it didn't have that roll, it'd be great. It'd be awesome shoes. I don't even like walking around in them, but I did get some good times out of them. Now my walk around shoes. Walking, barefoot running, Witten Barefoot Shoes with the Endorphin Speed Roll insert for just a little bit of cushion. They help. Oh, helps I put on the right foot. There is no no bounce to these, except for the speed roll in them. Whatever you put it as an insert, that's what you got. Great. Great for a wide foot, because your toes can splay. A lot of shoes pinch them in. Yeah! Well, that was interesting. They dropped into the 430s. Do super shoes really make a difference? I don't know. A few seconds. 4:14 is what the fastest was, according to the watch live pace. I don't know. Interesting. Maybe I should try 200. The Witten Barefoot Shoes. So the Super Shoe dropped seconds. This was a lot of 200s though. This is my last 200. So I'm going to test these out when I'm fresh and see. But the soft shoes, the Hoka's, the downhill stride, was just a little bit faster. There is no plate. The ground is my plate. Gonna have to crunch some numbers. Peace.
I love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up! It's time to look at the enemy. Look in the mirror if he is no friend to me. It's not working out, maybe it's the chemistry. It's time to break up so I can make a better me. Better believe in your mind, cause it's everything. You can mold, shape, find almost anything. All it takes is some time and some clarity to find your identity. It's mind over everything. I'm immortal. When I feel like this, I'm immortal. When I feel like this, I'm immortal. When I feel like this, I'm immortal. Don't be scared. Just give me up. Don't be scared. aftermath. When I hate,